So the neck is finished now. The last coat of poly went on it a while back. It's all cured and dried and perfectly smooth, just the way I want it. So now it's time to move up and start getting this thing together. The first thing we're going to be doing, we're going to be conditioning the fretboard. When you get them like this, they're always going to be all dried out and stuff, and so you want to condition it from the get-go. For that, I'm going to be using the Music Nomad fretboard oil F1. Make sure I get that in the frame if you guys can see that. This is what I'm going to use for it. Now, I know a lot of people use linseed oil for these kind of things, and that's fantastic, but I will never be able to use that kind of a quantity. In fact, you're talking a quantity like this in terms of their smallest container. I will never use a volume like this of linseed oil ever, other than putting it on my neck. So I only have 2 necks of this type anyway. So essentially it lasts me forever. With that being the case, I don't want to just hold on to something like that. So admittedly, for the same price, you're getting a little bottle, but this will last me probably for the next 6 years, if not longer, if I take care of it and don't lose it. So I gotta be practical and get something like this. Read up on it, check up on it. I did. It's actually pretty good stuff, and not a lot of bad juju in it. And yeah, so I'll go with it. And so we're going to condition this, and then we're going to finally have some fun and put in some hardware and get the tuners in. So, okay, so first things first, let's get this going. Pretty simple process, as with anything so far. Put it on, rub it in, there you go. May go a little heavier initially, but we'll see. And then the typical clean cloth. So, I guess I'll start from up here. Oh, looks better already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this process. I'm going to leave it on because I am putting it on kind of heavy, but I want to just make sure it is coated. And then what I'll do is I'll go around and wipe them all off after that. So, because you can see if you hold it into the light just right, you can see the wet spots. I just want to get the excess off. Okay, I'll show you the end result in just a second. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I wanted to give you an idea of, I'm not sure if the camera's picking that up, but this fret right here, the 7th fret, I didn't touch at all with it. All the others I did, and I'm going to wipe off their excess in just a few more minutes, but I just wanted to kind of soak it up a bit. But you can see just the vast difference between the two. So, and now one last shot of it. Now it's been fully oiled. And so that is mucho, mucho better. So yeah, cool, very cool. So the next step we're going to do is we're going to install the hardware. So let's get set for that. Okay, so time to install the tuners. Now, very simple, easy process. In fact, let me take you down, bring you down to my level, so you can kind of see what I'm doing, or see what I'm saying. Okay, so it's very simple. Lay all your parts out just so you know you have everything. Know that you have plenty of screws for each one. Make sure all your components are there. This, once again, this is a string tree, and they'll be put on a little bit later, and it's corresponding screw. Now, once again, the beauty of this kit and the beauty of this vendor is they pre-drill pilot holes, so you don't have to go through that whole process. Saves you a huge amount of time. So, first things first, get your bushing, put it on this side facing the fretboard, and it's just a little, real simple little bushing. You just put it in. It slides right in. You may have to tap it with a hammer, but most of these, if everything's drilled right, should go in fairly easily. Okay, so there you go. So the only thing you need to do at this point is slide it through like so. Okay, get it, line it up, get the appropriate screwdriver, carefully get started. Not sure if the screwdriver is going to hack it. That might be too fine. Now, if you're wondering why I'm not screwing them down all the way, and that's, I just want to make sure that all the screws are in first. Make sure everything's kind of in the right position, and then I'll just lock everything down. Now, you don't want to torque down on these things. Like I said, I'm not sure these screws are the best. You want to make sure it's on, but you know, you torque on it and may very well strip the heads and be a pain in the ass to try and get them out. So, you know, just be cautious with your tightening. So, okay, get the next one and go right down the line. So let me get these knocked out real quick. We'll see what everything looks like. Okay, and there you go. Nice, fully installed. So, this. Yeah, so the only thing I'll have to do is, you know, once we get it on, once I get strings on, then I'll determine where to put the string tree. Usually goes in somewhere about there, I think. I don't know. I'll have to look it up, and once again, I'll have to determine it by the string spacing on the nut and just how everything lays out. So I'm not too worried about that for right now. Other than that, everything's done on the neck. Neck's ready to go. Hardware's on. It's been conditioned. I may do it one more time. I may do it one more time in the morning, let this dry overnight, see how it looks, and do one more application. I don't think it hurt any. So, but that's it. Neck is good to go. So next thing we're going to be doing is going to be working on the body and start getting the pickups in.